Alright guys, today we're going to talk about the different parts that make up the guitar. Okay, the guitar has three main sections. The body, which is this big part here. This long section here called the neck. And this bit on top called the head. So it's kind of like a person in some ways, isn't it? Except it'd be a very strange looking person, wouldn't it? It's probably more like a giraffe with this big long neck. So you have your body here, your long neck here, and your head on the top. Now, on the body, you have this section here, which is called the bridge. And the way the guitar works is that when you play the strings, which are these parts here, they send vibrations down into the bridge and all along this big part of the body here called the soundboard. And the soundboard vibrations are then amplified by this big hollow body and are shot out this round bit here called the sound hole. And that's why an acoustic guitar is loud when you play it. If you've ever had the chance to play an electric guitar when it's not plugged in, it's actually very, very quiet. It's because it doesn't have this big body to amplify the sound. Okay, so we've got the body, the bridge, the strings, the sound hole. Now we're moving along up the neck. Now on the neck we have these spaces here called frets. These spaces right there. And if you were to push down on a different fret and plug the string that you're pushing down upon, you would get different notes. So these spaces are called the frets. Now, when we play the frets, we actually want to press down as close to the middle bar as we can without being right on top of it. Okay? So can you see that I'm pushing down just before the metal bar? Okay. Now, neck, frets. Now on the top part we have the head. Now, where the strings attached to the head are called your tuning pegs or tuners. And what you can do with your tuners is that you turn them tighter or anti-clockwise, the pitch will go up. And if you turn them looser or counterclockwise, the pitch will go down. Now, on your guitar you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different strings. Okay, starting from the bottom, the first string here is called your high E string. Your next string up is called your B string. The next one is called your G string. The next one up from that is your D, then your A, then your E string. Now, there's a little rhyme that we can use to help us remember the name of these strings. And it goes like this. Starting from your first string, which is the one at the bottom, it's Easter bunny goes dancing at Easter. And we'll say that one more time. Easter bunny goes dancing at Easter. Excellent. So now we know that we've got 6 strings and we know that they've all got different names. And those strings are named for the notes that they play when you hit the open string. Okay, the next thing we're going to learn is a language to read guitar music. And it's called guitar tablature, or tabs for short. Now, on this sheet here, we have an example. I'll get my guitar in front so we can still see that. Of some guitar tablature. So, you see how we have 6 lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. Okay? Now each of those lines represents one of the strings on the guitar. Except when you're reading guitar tablature, it's almost like you're looking at the guitar flipped upside down. Because the high E is on the top line of the tab and your low E is on the bottom line of the tab. Even though we have the high E string is on the bottom of your guitar and the low E string is on the top. So you just have to remember that when you're reading guitar tablature. Okay, now you can see here on this line of guitar tab that we have a 0 written on the high E string. all that means is that we're going to play the high E string, which is one down the bottom, without putting any fingers on the string. So open. So that is what a 0 means on one of the strings. Now we have a 1 written on the high E string. What that means is that we're going to find our first fret, which starts right at this end here, and we're going to push down with the tip of our finger as close as we can to that fret bar and pluck that string. Now after that we have a 2, so that means that we're going to go 1, 2, as close as we can to the fret bar, pluck our string, then we've got a 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the next number in the line is a 2, but it's on the B string. So we're going to change to our B string and play 2 on the B. Then we've got a number 7. So we're going to go all the way up to the 7th fret. Play our 7th fret. Then the next number in the line is on the G string on fret number 3. So we're going to then push down on the 3rd fret of the G. And that's how you read guitar tablature. So the song that we're going to be learning today in class is one that you all know very well. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Now, I'm not sure if you'll be able to read it on the video, but you'll all be provided with copies of the sheet. Now, the good thing about Twinkle Twinkle is that it's all played on the high E string. So we only have to worry about playing on our first string. And when we play Twinkle Twinkle, it's going to go like this. Okay, feel free to have a look at the video a few times, guys, if you have trouble with any of the sections, and we'll talk about and learn how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in class tomorrow. Thank you.